How's it going, everyone? My name is Clink and welcome back to Demon Souls. So last time was Prison of Hope. I do believe I did organize my inventory, that's right. So something I've gone on ahead and done is I put as much fire resistance on as I possibly could, as it's going to be pretty important today. And something else I'm going to do is I don't really want to waste too many souls on just buying grass, but I'm kind of low on crescent grasses, so I'm just gonna go on ahead and buy a few. First things first, I need to die yet again here in the smithing grounds. So we're getting closer to Black World Tendency. I think I'm gonna need to die once more after this. So I'll do that, and then we're gonna be all good to go. So let me just get us to pure Black World Tendency. Okay, I haven't really shown the world tendency menu yet, but this is what it looks like. If you see those little red particles coming out while it's really dark, that means you're in pure black world tendency. We'll see pure white soon enough for some areas, but let me get rid of my stones of ephemeral lies, because we don't really need those anymore right now. And one other thing I need to do is actually go on ahead and equip the enchant weapon spell that I bought last time. So you have to equip spells at break or you know, one of the magic people miracles as well, and you only have so many slots. You have separate miracle and spell slots. I have 2 spell slots. I'm gonna need to get a third before 1-3 is done, but we're all good to go into the Tunnel City now. So there's 2 paths here. There's gonna be a shorter one, that's gonna be the fast way to the boss, and it's quite helpful, but there's also the long one. We're gonna do both, obviously. The long one still has a lot of things I need, but the short one is pretty important to do, because the main reason to do it first is so that we can get back out of pure black world tendency. I'm not gonna fight the boss or do the whole level in it, because it makes the enemy stronger. Why would I want to do that? That just would be really dumb. So we're gonna take this hallway slow. It can be kind of a tough hallway here. It's filled with a bunch of lizard people, but take it slow, take it steady, you'll be fine. So the main reason to be in pure black world tendency is because there is a black phantom NPC that will be in this pit that we're about to go down. And he's very important to getting a really helpful item. It's called the Talisman of Beasts. You might be wondering why I'm getting a talisman. That's a faith item. Well, it's able to use both sorceries and miracles, which, if you've been paying attention to the lore, is kind of weird. But that's also kind of the point of it. The reason I'm getting it is, even though I'm not leveling up my spell stats all that much, so any of the magic, is you can actually use it with a specific spell, even if you don't meet the stat requirements, and in fact it is actually better to use it that way. It's called the Cracked Talisman of Beasts in that way. We just need to drop down here and then drop onto this next part. Fair warning, this guy is really tough. This is Skirver's Black Phantom. He will probably one-shot me, if I'm being completely honest, but I have a strategy for him that I am hoping will go quite well. We're gonna come over here. I'm not gonna let him buff. He's gonna try. Usually he likes to run away quite a lot, but what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna try to knock him off the edge. That's probably the best way to go about this. The issue is he has a lot of spells, specifically ones that he fires at you. Well, they're fire spells, but they're also just really, really annoying. So the plan is to lure him over here and get him in one of his spell moods so he's backing away from me. And then we're gonna try and do that. And that'll kill him. From there, he'll get the souls, and then we're just gonna exit the game and reload. And his item will be right where he spawns. It's somewhat foolproof. Honestly, I thought I was gonna die like 4 times doing that, because it's still pretty tough. But yeah, that's the only reason I wanted to be in pure black world tendency. So there you go, Talisman of Beasts. If we go on ahead and take a look at it, you need a decently high faith and intelligence, or not intelligence, magic requirement. An old wooden amulet featuring a symbolic depiction of the old one can be used to cast both miracles and magic. What was considered a depiction of God was in fact an image of the old one, portrayed as a force of feral chaos. So the truth is that the god that any of the faith people worship is actually the old one. They just don't know it. They think that they're worshiping something greater. And once they're confronted with that, they will be in for a rude awakening, which is something we're not really going to get to see for ourselves till the very end of the game. And really the Talisman of Beasts kind of spoils that reveal a little. But it's still kind of cool to know it even at this point in time. So come down here, we'll pick up this unknown hero soul. There's a couple of things I could obviously be grabbing. This will take you to where we're going to end up once we finish the entire level, but I'm not too concerned about it yet. These rock snakes right here, they're actually pretty worthwhile to kill. They drop a lot of stuff for strength users. Specifically, they have the highest chance of dropping a greystone shard. I am still going to get a few of these, actually. Even though I won't need them to upgrade my main weapon, I'm still going to keep the crushing battle axe around just because the meat cleaver is not very good in tight spaces. So I want to pick it up and put it to some use. There's going to be a couple more rock snakes right here guarding the hands of God is what's back here. Let's see if I can get this one stunned. Avoid the fire. So these guys are actually highly resistant to a lot of slash damage, but since we have the crescent falchion here, it's really helping us out. You can farm these guys quite a lot once you defeat the flame lurker. It's just all the worms down here really quickly. It's quite helpful, but you know, I don't really, oh man, I'm in a tough spot here. I could probably take on Flame Lurker right now. I'll be honest, I can probably do it. But I really wanted to get the fire resistance ring, because something I really want to do is show just how hard numbers will take you and how far they will take you in this. So I think I'll do it anyway. Why not? I don't really want to fight him this early in the episode, but it's cool with me still. So and I'm still in the pure black world tendency, which is kind of nuts, actually. You know what? No. So let me, no, I need to do it because I don't want to lose the souls. So let's stop dilly-dallying. I'm going to use the crushing battle axe because we can still buff it with enchant weapon. Put on water veil. Water veil will make you very highly resistant to fire damage. And then we'll go on ahead and use our enchant weapon. Swap back over, and let's begin the boss. And there he is, Flame Lurker. So, he's very weak to magic damage, that's why I recommend bringing enchant weapon or sticky white slimes. So, having water veil on, oh wow, he still does a ton of damage. Jeez, that's a lot more than I ever expected. The falchion is pretty good. The crushing battle axe is also going to do us pretty well here. I think the falchion might still be better, honestly, now that I'm seeing it. They're about the same. So what you really want to do is you don't want to attack him when he does stuff like that. You want to bait out any of his slam attacks, although they're not fun either. Any of his slam attacks are pretty good bait moves to go for. You can usually get a hit in. It's like this, you want to get away. It has a lot of AoE, so you don't want to be too close. But if you avoid the AoE and then go back in, you can get some hits in pretty easily. just those jump attacks of his that can be stupidly annoying to deal with, honestly. So wait on that. No slam yet, and there's a bigger slam. The only issue with Flame Lurker is he actually gets more aggressive as the fight goes on. And that can make things pretty tough. So let's let him bounce around a little bit more. Is my water veil still on? Let me get him to slam. If I can get bait out a big slam, there we go. Let's cast water veil again. It's a pretty quick cast. And then having the Adjudicator shield on still will be quite helpful. Oh, I actually didn't equip all of my good fire resistance stuff. And I'm dead. Oh well. There's our first boss death. That's fine though. We need to do the whole level. So, let me reload the area because we shouldn't be, or actually no, this is what I want to do. Since we're still here, I'm actually going to run all the way back because I don't remember if killing the Black Phantom takes us to neutral, but we're going to go kill a primeval demon. So, I'll be right back. But yeah, we're actually going to be starting from the very beginning of the level, because if you look down below, you can kind of see its tail wagging over there. That is a primeval demon. These will only show up in Pure Black World Tendency. There is one in each world, not level, full world. And killing it will take you straight back to neutral world tendency. So if you're stuck in Pure Black, just look for this, and it'll really help you out. I'm trying to remember if killing the Black Phantom for Scurver over there would increase our world tendency, or if it increases your character tendency. It might do that. Character tendency is an entirely separate thing. It's almost a morality system, but as long as you don't go around killing NPCs, you really shouldn't have to worry about it. But it can be beneficial to get it all the way up to Pure White. There is a reason to go to Pure Black. There's a whole quest line behind it. And there is a achievement, or there's a ring in it for the achievement, I guess. The primeval demon will also drop a colorless demon soul that can be used to upgrade certain weapons, but yeah, that fixes our world tendency issue. So let's do the actual level now. All right, I went back to the Nexus and just did a full hard reload on the area, so we should be at a pretty high world tendency. You can see it's brighter than it's ever been. I don't think it's Pure White. Defeating Flame Lurker will definitely take it up there though. And now we can two-shot all the enemies here, so it's not nearly as big of a deal. Let's not get hit by this. Ooh, that was a pretty lucky back step. So we actually want to take this left-hand path here. There's a whole lot to do in this level still. It's quite a decently long level, honestly. There's still stuff down the pit that I want to pick up. So honestly, I could see this part being even longer than the last one, even though I didn't think it would be originally. Fat Official. This is the best Fat Official in the game to farm if you are trying to get a gold coin. These increase your item discovery, but you can also trade one for a certain ring. I'm trying to remember what it is. Oh, right. And is the official set got... Ooh, that is even better fire resistance. So we're actually going to wear the official's armor for Flame Lurker. It has really high fire resistance, so kind of worth using. If we go over here, this takes us more towards where we really should go, but I'd actually rather take this path because, well, there's a little something I at least want to show. There's a filthy man right at the start of the world. I didn't really talk to him, but he just sells these stuff. He'll tell you there's a crystal lizard nest somewhere in the world, and that somewhere is right down here. So we'll take out these crystal lizards, and you can get a lot of upgrade materials here. This isn't really going to apply to me per se, especially because you don't really get a lot of greystone. But these two NPCs here can be your the bane of your existence, honestly. So let's not water veil, enchant weapon. So let's see how much damage I can do them. They got great clubs. I got crushing battle axe. These guys can kind of do some hurt to you, but looks like my build here is pretty good for them. Yeah, normally I have to take these guys a lot slower and more carefully, but that'll get us some clear stone. Dragon, ooh, dragonstone chunks too. Okay. So yeah, this is the crystal lizard nest. You can probably only get one or two at a time. when you come through here, but there's a whole lot to kill. Just go in here, have a field day. And remember, you can kill one for each boss of the world. So you can get quite a lot here if you farm it out. If we go over here and stick up top for a second, we can actually get a pure, I think it's both hard and sharp stone right here. Yep. So that'll get you the plus 10, the maximum upgrade. So that can be helpful as well if you're just doing a normal path without specializing in any stat type. And yeah, now we can go towards the Tunnel City part of everything. Because believe it or not, there's like a whole maze that we still have to sit through for this level. A couple more rock snakes I can kill. Actually, getting the chance to just kill more of those things is quite helpful. So, you want to be careful here. You can walk off the cliff there if you're not careful. So just go this way, take a left. There's a guy. Oh, wait, there's not a guy. There's just a thing that's going to blow up in my face. Because I forget about that, like, every playthrough. There's a guy somewhere in here, though. Yeah, I would be, like, looking at these tunnels, because this is what you're really going to be looking at a lot. And let's just kill you. More items. This level is definitely the best one for upgrade materials. I think I mentioned it on when we first did 2-1, that you just get a whole lot of upgrade materials in this level, so it can be worth doing pretty much immediately as soon as possible. You don't necessarily have to kill Flame Lurker, but Flame Lurker is probably the hardest boss in the game. So there's some Greystone shards, we're going to take those, and we're going to kill this guy to get even more. And it's Patches! Hello, buddy!
You're not mad like the rest, are you? Well, what jolly travelling companions are we, eh? Pleased to meet you. Call me Patches. Oh, see that treasure over there? Go on and take it.
So yeah, Patches is gonna help us out. He's gonna give us some treasures. These are quite helpful treasures too. The club. I'm actually gonna need this. And drop will be a giant bear bug. These can be kind of annoying, but it's not a big deal. He tries to trap you with it. Pouch is just a big troll. I love Pouches. He's great. He's actually one of the best NPC vendors in the game, though.
Joke, are you? Worry not. The treasure is all yours. Tough luck with the bear bugs. Here it is. Kept it safe for you. Go on. Take it. Take it.
And this is the reason I was so hesitant to even enter the Flame Lurker arena. I wanted to get the Flame Resistance ring. I believe this gives you a 30% increase in your fire resistance. So you can really bolster that flame resistance before fighting Flame Lurker. Which I highly recommend doing. Like I said, Flame Lurker is probably the hardest boss in this game. So it can be worth getting every stat upgrade you can. That's why I really wanted to make it more of a numbers game. Instead of a skill game with Flame Lurker, but you still are gonna have to, you know a bit about him. Can we get past you, sir? He is gonna let me pass. Nice. There's just a couple items that I want to pick up around here. I probably could have taken a different route over here, but it's fine. We'll pick this up. I'm not too interested in the crystal lizard. And I do want to get that. You gotta be kind of careful with this item. I feel like this can be a little weird. Just with the slopes around here, but go ahead, pick up a Stone of Ephemeral Eyes, and I think I can get back up here to this item. You do take a little bit of fall damage for this, but it's usually fine. Come on, there we go. Heater shield +2. There is one shield that's actually really good, and this is the Filthy Man, by the way. He sells large shards here, clear stone shards and dragonstone shards, so if you want to do a dragon path or a quality path, this is a good spot to buy them. There's a few other items around here, but I don't think there's anything all that helpful, but I do know there's a few rock snakes up here that I want to go on ahead and kill. So I might as well. Crescent Falchion is just the absolute best weapon sometimes. It's moments like these where I'm just like, yes. Crescent Falchion, my beloved. we're gonna be all good on the Greystone, hopefully. I don't care about maxing out the battle axe, but getting it to like +3 or +4 would be really, really helpful. So I'm probably gonna go on my way to do that. There's more rock snakes right around here. There we go. You're giving me a lot of shards, but not enough chunks. Come on. If you hit them in the head, by the way, they're a lot weaker there, so you can probably one-shot them if you hit them while they're on the way up. There should be another one. Buddy, hello? I guess not. I thought I saw a bear bug fall down behind me, but whatever. So this is probably the most confusing part of the level. This is the big tunnel area. It's surprisingly not as bad as you might think. Learning it initially, yeah, it's a big pain in the butt, but it's not as large as it appears at first. So first things first, there's going to be a giant bear bug blocking your path over here. They love blocking your path in this place, and that kind of makes your life a little bit easier if I'm being completely honest. So pull him forward. Come on, buddy. Because essentially the path to the right will go around him, and then we'll just end up behind him. So it works out for us. For him, not so much. So we'll bring him forward, and then we can just run back here, take a little U-turn, and what do you know? We're on his backside. All you can do here is drop down, just don't get blown up by the little orb. And then over here, you can't even go this way. So don't worry about it. Just go this way. Over here is a thing. I don't remember what this thing is. Oh, I got guidance. Cool. So the main thing to note is once you're walking around here, you might think, what? Isn't this where I just was? No. Take a right here. And that is where we just were. So dropping down there is basically taking a circle. But if you go to the left here, you can actually go forward in this place, which will take you towards this path. One of these is a dead end, which is this one. I think this is the Dragon Longsword. Yeah. So Dragon Longsword, if it's your first playthrough, this is a fantastic weapon. Just upgrading it all the way. There's no scaling on it, but it does more than enough damage to actually take you straight to the end of the game. And you could then just focus on leveling up your health and your endurance. This lava river right here is going to have a couple dragonstone chunks and shards in it for you. It can be quite worth going in there. Use water veil, put as much fire resistance on as you can, because this lava does a lot of damage. I don't think this is the path I want to take, but I'm going to come down here anyway. I think this is just an item that I can pick up for funsies. This is just the other side of that drop down from earlier. So, unknown hero soul, I'll take it. I'm not going to complain. The main issue is mainly just the bear bugs in this area. Bear bugs are weaker to magic. It doesn't make them easy, and I actually am probably going to get jumped by that bear bug if I stick around. But this is pretty much the end of it. This is the back of that one bear bug that was blocking our path before. You can actually pick this item up if you play your cards right. I don't remember what it is, but it's not that important, so I'm not going to worry about it. And I think this just cycles back around to drop down if you want to. Or is this the correct path? I'm starting to think this is the correct path. Oh, it is. Okay. Well, I'm not going to complain. Let's go on ahead and drop back down. Got some rock worms to take care of, but hey, you know, more Graceland chunk chances. That's exactly what I want. One more. Come on. There we go. Thank you, buddy. So yeah, that's pretty much most of the level. There's a couple items I didn't pick up, but I honestly got through it a lot faster than I thought I would. I think I did it in about 12 minutes, so I have made a blunder here. Can you guys, like, not? Ooh, oh, I already do have it on. Let's actually go on ahead and put on the full fire resistant gear. Dang, it's starting to it's been really cloudy all day. Now it's starting to really brighten up outside. I don't want to use too much of my late moon grass. Can you, like, quit being such a pain? Jeez. Here's what I'll do. Water veil. Half moon. Get out of here. I better get, like, a pure gray stone or something. Okay, I got a chunk. I'm happy with that. So, the fire resistance ring plus water veil plus everything else. Hopefully this will be enough to actually kill Flame Lurker this time without too much trouble. I'm actually going to reapply water veil. I don't know if that'll do me much good, but okay, it's not going to let me anyway. Let's just roll with the falchion, and I'm also going to have full moon grass equipped. So let's do it. As you can see, instead of him doing most of my health bar, he did like a little chunk. The nice thing with Flame Lurker is you do still manage to stagger him a little quite easily. I can probably heal. Nope. There it is. Walk in, get a few hits. It's just that stupid jump. I hate his jump attack. It's so hard to dodge it. But even with him jumping around like that, it's not doing too much to me, so... Yeah, you can really make this a numbers game. I probably could do this without even leveling up my health, just with all the fire-resisting gear I have. And I don't even have the best shield for fire resistance. It's called the Purple Flame Shield. Very good. The only issue is it's behind the 2 dragons in 1-1, so got a slight barrier to entry on it. Uh-oh. Let's get back. Use the full moon. I got a little too greedy. It's not a good idea. 1 slam. Probably gonna have to reapply my water veil soon. The other thing is that he also has more fire on him as the fight progresses. Okay, let's play it smart here. We're all friends here, right, Flame Lurker? Fire he's got all over him now. He's a crazy boy. You're gonna look too crazy of a boy on me now. Sorry, he does even more jump attacks as the fight progresses too. There we go. Okay. So, pretty tough boss. That fight usually takes me a few minutes just because I don't have like a super upgraded weapon. But now we can go on ahead and get boss weapons. Definitely a huge upgrade. Really helpful to get. So, we should also be in pure white world tendency. Thanks to that, which means we can get the Dragon Bone Smasher pretty much immediately. There's a few items lying around in this arena, specifically Dragonstone chunks and I think a Stone of Ephemeral Eyes, so it can be quite helpful to actually go around the arena and pick that stuff up. I think I'll do some leveling. I'm not going to get my weapon today though, just because next time I think I'm going to actually finish this whole area, the whole world. And we'll get a lot of souls and stuff out of that. But let's go on ahead and go up to 30 strength, and then let's start leveling endurance. 30 strength is enough for like the whole game. I'll probably try to get closer to 40, but yeah. With that, I'm gonna end this video here, and I'll see you guys next time where we'll finish off World 2. Bye-bye.